Welcome to Omasaé, a place where we slow down and rediscover the quiet beauty hidden inside ordinary materials. In this video, from firewood to fine art, mind-blowing upcycled wood art transformations, we begin a peaceful journey into the heart of craftsmanship, exploring how simple pieces of firewood can be shaped into extraordinary works of art. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe, like, and comment so you can continue experiencing more serene, artistic transformations with us. The atmosphere today is soft and meditative, allowing the natural textures and rhythms of wood to guide the creative process. Each piece of timber carries its own history, its own personality, and its own subtle voice waiting to be revealed. This introduction sets the tone for a series of thoughtful, tactile projects that celebrate the harmony between raw material and refined design. As you watch, you'll notice how the gentle movements of carving, sanding, and assembling contribute to an atmosphere that feels centered and grounding. With dust floating in soft light, the sound of tools shaping grain, and the slow emergence of form all work together to create a sense of calm anticipation. This journey is not rushed. It unfolds at a pace that honors the natural beauty of the material. By the end of this video, you will see firewood not as something disposable, but as a quiet source of artistic potential. Thank you for being here, and let us begin. Rustic wall art begins with old barn wood, worn by time, yet rich with character that no manufactured material can imitate. Each plank carries stories embedded in its grain, its knots, and its weathered edges, and these stories become part of the artwork's emotional texture. As we arrange and prepare these pieces, we focus on preserving their natural imperfections because those marks create depth and authenticity. The first step involves cleaning and trimming the wood, allowing its texture to shine without stripping away its rustic charm. Light sanding softens rough surfaces while maintaining the unique patterns shaped by years of exposure to sun, rain, and wind. When arranging the planks, we explore patterns that feel strong and grounded, horizontal lines, vertical stacks, or diagonals that add movement to the composition. The contrast between lighter and darker tones enhances the visual rhythm, making the wall art feel bold yet comforting. As layers are added, shadows begin to form naturally between the boards, creating dimensionality that feels sculptural. Each assembled piece feels like a window into the past, preserved and elevated through thoughtful design. When mounted on a clean wall, the artwork becomes an anchor, something that pulls the eye, warms the room, and invites conversation. Rustic wall art reminds us that age is beauty, and with mindful transformation, old wood can bring strength and serenity into any space. Lighting built from wooden housings brings a soothing, ambient glow into any space, blending functional design with natural beauty. The project begins by selecting pieces of wood that have interesting grain lines or textures, allowing the light to reveal these patterns from within. Hollowing and shaping the wood requires patience, creating openings that allow illumination to escape in soft, diffused ribbons. The contrast between shadow and light becomes a central part of the design, turning the housing itself into a sculptural object. Warm-toned LEDs enhance the natural warmth of the wood, creating a gentle atmosphere that feels inviting and serene. Each lamp is crafted with care, ensuring that the wood's original character remains visible through every detail. The housing may feature carved patterns, smoothed edges, or intentional irregularities that add charm and personality. When lit, these textures produce subtle visual effects that shift depending on the viewing angle. The rhythmic lines in the grain glow like quiet pathways, leading the eye across the surface. These wooden lights not only brighten a room but deepen its emotional tone, creating spaces that feel peaceful, grounded, and welcoming. Whether placed on a table, mounted on a wall, or hanging as a pendant, each piece becomes both a functional tool and an artwork in its own right. Wooden housings remind us that light, when filtered through natural materials, can transform an environment with elegance and warmth. Relief panels bring nature's quiet rhythm into the home by carving flowing waves, leaf motifs, and organic lines into discarded wood planks. The process begins with sketching gentle contours that follow the natural grain, allowing the final design to feel integrated rather than imposed. Carving tools then glide across the surface, removing layers that reveal depth, texture, and movement. Each carved groove catches light differently, creating subtle shifts that echo the patterns found in water, wind, and foliage. Soft sanding refines the carved shapes, smoothing transitions so they feel fluid and seamless. Applying a finish enhances the contrast, giving the panels a calming, polished appearance. These pieces are more than decorative. They evoke the serenity of a quiet forest or the gentle motion of waves. When displayed, relief panels offer a soothing focal point that invites the viewer to breathe deeper and slow their thoughts. Their tactile nature encourages exploration, drawing fingers along the carved pathways. The combination of natural wood and flowing lines bridges the gap between raw material and artistic interpretation. Each panel becomes a meditative presence in the room, offering tranquility through simplicity. Through this process, Discarded planks evolve into serene artworks that celebrate the harmony between human creativity and nature's subtle patterns. Wood sculptures offer an intimate connection between hand and material, allowing reclaimed timber to take on forms that feel expressive and full of life. The process begins by studying the natural curves, density, and grain of each piece, letting the wood suggest what it wants to become. Sometimes a knot may become the heart of a figurine, while a bend in the grain might inspire the flow of a gesture. Shaping begins slowly with rough cuts that reveal the emerging silhouette, and each cut deepens the conversation between artist and material. As the sculpture develops, finer tools carve details that add emotion and personality to the figure. Gentle sanding softens transitions, giving the form a tactile quality that invites touch. The natural colors of the wood enhance the expressive lines, creating warmth even in minimal designs. Lighting plays a significant role, casting soft shadows that emphasize the sculpture's curves and angles. When multiple sculptures stand together, they create a quiet dialogue, each one bringing its own energy into the arrangement. These figurines carry a timeless organic presence that feels both artistic and deeply human. Through reclaimed timber, we discover how simple shapes can convey emotion, movement, and identity. Each sculpture becomes a reminder of the hidden beauty that emerges when we allow natural material and creative intuition to meet in harmony. Modern mosaic art transforms small pieces of scrap wood into geometric compositions that feel refined and visually striking. Each fragment is carefully selected for its tone, thickness, and grain pattern, creating a diverse palette of natural textures. The process starts by laying out shapes and patterns that balance contrast and harmony, allowing light and dark pieces to interact playfully. As the mosaic grows, depth is built through layering pieces at varying heights, resulting in a dimensional surface that shifts beautifully under changing light. Every placement is intentional, giving the artwork a sense of structure and clarity. Clean lines and repeating shapes introduce modernity, while the natural imperfections of wood add warmth and character. When the final arrangement is secured, the piece feels like a gallery installation, thoughtful, bold, and full of presence. Finishes are applied to unify the tones and highlight the grain details, enhancing the sculptural quality of the mosaic. When displayed on a wall, These artworks become dynamic, engaging focal points that catch the eye from across the room. The interplay of angles, textures, and shadows creates visual movement that feels both modern and timeless. This technique celebrates resourcefulness by giving small offcuts a purposeful new life. Through the mosaic process, even the tiniest scraps of wood become part of a larger, compelling story. Floating shelf sculptures bring a sense of weightless elegance to any space by transforming irregular, aged boards into shelves that appear to hover effortlessly on the wall. Each piece begins with reclaimed wood whose natural curves, cracks, and textures are intentionally preserved, creating a sculptural presence that feels organic and expressive. As the wood is shaped and refined, subtle contours and softened edges enhance the illusion of lift, allowing the shelf to serve both as a functional surface and a piece of art. When mounted with hidden supports, the shelf seems to float freely, casting delicate shadows that shift throughout the day and deepen its visual impact. The interplay between raw, weathered wood and clean, minimalist installation creates a striking balance, one that adds warmth, depth, and character to the room without overwhelming the surrounding decor. These shelves become quiet statements, celebrating the individuality of reclaimed materials while offering a unique, artistic way to display meaningful objects. Thank you for joining us on this peaceful exploration of upcycled artistry, where overlooked firewood becomes refined, meaningful works of art. Each transformation highlighted today reflects the beauty of renewal and the quiet strength found in natural materials. We explored rustic wall pieces, expressive sculptures, warm wooden lighting, serene relief panels, striking mosaics, and floating shelf sculptures, all united by a philosophy of mindful craftsmanship. These creations remind us that creativity thrives when we listen to the material and respect its natural character. As you reflect on the works showcased in this video, we hope they inspire a deeper appreciation for the textures, patterns, and possibilities that reclaimed wood offers. Every piece crafted today carries a unique narrative shaped by time, touch, and intention. If this journey brought you inspiration or a sense of calm, we warmly invite you to subscribe, like, and comment so our community of creative explorers can continue to grow. Your engagement helps bring more peaceful, thoughtful content to life. Thank you for spending this moment with Omasaé, and we look forward to sharing many more artful transformations together.